Hello, Mobsters, and welcome back to episode 13 of Mental Mix. I have a lot of things to talk about today. I don't even have a script. Like, most of the time when I make an episode, I always have a script. Well, not a script, like an outline of what I'm gonna say. And some of you might know this, the real ones will know this, but, well, real ones, like my friends, or not really, most of my friends don't even know, but like my family know that before I delved into podcasting and making mental mix, I used to be on radio when I was like 13 to 14. And even then, like, I wouldn't write a script ever. I don't make scripts for mental mix, but I would write like a couple concepts that I wanted to touch on just so that there was a nice flow of what I was saying and to keep myself organized. But today I don't even have that because number one, I have honestly missed podcasting. Like, literally, it's been, I feel like I've said like in literally a million times. Um, it's been about 2 weeks since I made an episode because, guys, I have a lot to tell you guys. This first part of this episode is just gonna be me talking about my life. On Saturday, I had the SAT. If you don't know what the SAT is, it's basically like a standardized test that all or most high schoolers take, like, to show colleges what what their intelligence level is. And I took it for the first time this Saturday. I think I did well. I've practiced a lot. That's why I didn't make an episode. I spent all week extensively practicing, even though I've spent a while practicing. And I think I did well. I get my score at the end of May, but I think I did well. I just realized, like, and this is why I'm connecting it to here, I studied so much for that test that when I finished, I wasn't even relieved because all the people that finished the test, like when I left the classroom, everyone else, I didn't know anyone there. We, like, nobody really knew each other. You just kind of go and see people, other high schoolers, take the test. But when everybody was leaving, everybody was like, "Oh, I'm so relieved." Some people didn't say anything, but others were like, "Oh, I'm so relieved. Finally, it's over. Like, I'm just glad it's over," which, like, is expected. And I don't know why. Like, I reflected on myself. I'm like, why don't I feel relieved? I got home. My head hurt so badly the entire day. I felt terrible. I didn't want to do anything. I was just in my bed all day. And I just thought to myself, like, I've studied for so long, so hard, and I finally do it. And I don't, and it's not that I did bad. I just don't even feel good about myself. I'm like, wow, okay, that's it. And this brings me to my topic of today, which I'm sorry, I never even said what I was going to talk about. But my topic for today is just working and how when you put in hard work to get good results, you'll get those good results. And you can't let bad experiences or laziness, which I do, but you can't let one bad experience, one person rejecting you. I've talked about that in past episodes, but you can't let rejection steer you away from going on and pushing and looking for things and what you want to do. Right now in high school, as I'm taking the SAT, as I'm navigating these clubs that I'm gonna be a leader in, or schoolwork or finals or whatever, it's really stressful. I'll tell you, like, tomorrow is my English class final. And I haven't really studied, number one, because I feel pretty prepared. And number two, because I've desperately been looking to relax after the SAT and all my other projects and all my other homework. And that routine gets to be exhausting. So outside of all those things that I'm doing for school, also for summer, I'm looking for things to do for summer. And one of the things that I want to do is a couple internships. And at first, when I first started thinking about this in about January, February, I was like, it's not worth it. You know, I'm gonna reach out to these people. They're probably not gonna have time to answer. They're gonna ignore me. I don't have enough credentials to do this. I'm just 17 years old. I don't have an education like outside of high school. They'll never take me. And then my mom, and then just something else inside me told me, like, you just need to start reaching out. And once you start reaching out, once you start seeking opportunities, doors will open for you. I'll tell you I sent about maybe 15 people emails, which isn't really that many, but I sent about 50 people emails before I got a response. And it wasn't even from one I expected, but 15 different doctors. I sent emails saying, hey, my name, sorry, I have this lighting thing. I think it died. Hey, my name is Mabel Coloma. I am a high schooler. I'm interested in a medical internship or fellowship or shadowing. If you would like to work with me, like, let me know. Just something like that. It was about a 2-paragraph long. And like I said, like, almost none of them replied, but the ones that did, I followed up with, were willing to work with me. And that, first of all, I was like, wow, that's awesome. And then it brought me to think, like, there's so many things that we don't do in life, not just with emailing or work opportunities, but just in general. Like, what's really holding you back? The fact that you're not going to get it? Or just your own expectations? With the SAT. The SAT is scored out of 1,600, and 1,600 is a perfect score. The average score is around 1,100, around there. And my goal score with, like, my capacities, my learning, my goal score was around a 1,400 or higher than a 1,400. And I kept studying, I kept taking tests, and I psyched myself out, and I kept getting 1,200s, I kept getting 1,250, and I even though that's not even a bad score necessarily, I just kept feeling disappointed with myself, and I kept pushing and pushing and pushing. The highest score I got on one of the practices was 1,390, and once I kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and I got that 1,390, I said, I'm easily capable, if I keep studying, to get a 1,400. But it's not even about getting the 1,400. It's about being satisfied with myself, and also having a healthy relationship with pushing myself to get that 1,400 because I know I can do it, but also being proud of myself for doing my best. And it's the same thing with the internships. Like, I'm doing my best. If I don't get it, that's fine. But the point is that I reached out. The point is that I studied. The point is that we try. The point is that we try. You know? As people, when you're a good person and you're a kind person, truly kind and truly loving people are very rare. And as a kind and loving person, when you go out and make relationships with people and you meet people and they hurt you, they betray you, they say things that are damaging, they leave you, you're pushed to change the way you are because of the way you've been treated in the past and your past experiences. If anything, we should strive to keep being loving and caring, because there's only so many of us people like that, and the fact that there are others that you will find people who are genuine, who are loving, who are caring, and the fact that there are those people just makes it all the worthwhile to truly be yourself and push to find others that are also like that. So that's how that connects to societal relationships with going out and meeting people. Did you guys even notice the lighting that was here? I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing that because literally just died halfway through. But yeah, really pushing to keep going is something that is hard. It's really draining. Like I said, today I don't want to do absolutely anything but make this episode. Something else I wanted to touch on. See, this is just coming from my memory now. Like, I don't have the script outline. But something else that I wanted to talk about was how when you meet other people and they totally just wreck you, even though you're such a loving and genuine kind person, how that like steers you away from being kind to others. That's just dimming your light. I don't like how the light is hitting my glasses, so I'm just gonna take them off. We can't let people dim our lights as humans. I've touched on this a million times on other episodes, but again, I'm gonna say it again because this is something that really affects me. All of us as humans are made so different individually. And when you let one bad experience, one negative comment, one hurtful joke affect you, it takes away from your gift to the world. I'm a very sensitive person, and when people make jokes about me, I take it to heart, which I'm trying to fix, and I'm trying to not be sensitive and not let what the hurtful things out there say affect me. But when I do that, it takes away from what I add, what I contribute to the world. You are not worthless. You are not less than somebody else. And it's really sad how people, and I include myself in this because I've been a bully, I've been a hurtful person before. I'm not gonna act like I haven't been, but when we as people look at others and look down at others and say, ooh, that person is so weird, that person is just nosy and smelly. Okay, it's not smelly, but that person is lesser than me, I'm better than them. When we feel entitled, it's just sad. Because not only should we be helping each other as people, but we've all been in the situation where we feel humiliated, we feel embarrassed of ourselves because we feel that everybody else around us is better. It's imposter syndrome. Even at times with my podcast, I've even felt that way, like, oh, I'm not a good enough podcaster, I don't have enough followers, I don't have a better camera, the best equipment, I don't have the best topics, I don't have guest speakers, I'm not an imposter. Neither are you. The same way we look at others and think, look at them, it just comes so naturally to them. One thing that always happened to me, still kind of happens to me, not when I was younger, because this is not even that long ago, but one thing that has happened to me is that, okay, I play soccer, and on my soccer team, basically we have photographers, they come and take pictures of our games. Whenever I would see a video or picture of me running, I would die inside, because I am 5'9". I am not extremely, but I am tall. So I feel like when I run sometimes, it just looks awkward. It just looks awkward. And when I see the other girls running on my team, the other girls on my team, they're not short, but they're like all smaller than me. They're all about like 5'6", 5'5", 5'4", and I look at it and I'm like, I look like an extraterrestrial. But even something silly like that, like nobody's thinking that about me probably, and if they are, that hurts my feelings. You're a bully, but nobody's thinking that about me. And the same way that I'm thinking that about myself, everyone's thinking about themselves. Ooh, I look weird in this. I look awkward in this. It's just me. And it's kind of relieving to think like it's just ourselves. Nobody else is really saying that about us. And if we just make sure that we're being ourselves and putting our light out there and putting our best qualities forth, we're doing all we can to help the world and help our community and our friends and our teachers and our co-workers and our co-students, our classmates. You know, we're doing the best we can in tests, whether that's tests, whether that's studying, whether that's work, whether that's school, everything. Do your best and don't let other people dim your light. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was kind of meant to be like if you were on a FaceTime call with me, except I'm the only one that's speaking for 17 minutes straight. I also hope you guys enjoyed my essential oil diffuser over there. And yeah, I'm really sad that my light died. Whatever. So yeah, I'll see you guys probably honestly next week. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make another episode this week because I do have another science final, and next week I have my calculus final. So I don't know, we'll see. I might be able to fit in recording a schedule for next week, but probably not for later this week. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening. I really miss you guys. And let me know what you guys think of this episode, either by email or in YouTube, Apple Podcast review, Amazon Music review, YouTube comment, or Spotify Q&A. Let me know. Thank you guys so much again for your support. And bye.